Hey guys, Jay here, and just a few hours ago, I do have a random person comment in the previous test video that I posted, saying that this one is the bait build, do not use it as a league starter. And yes, I agree, it is not a league starter. I always advocate for it to be your second, or if you want to start out playing this build, you probably should start like with Hawk's Righteous Fire, or some kind of slam build with a chieftain or Juggernaut melee build, something like that, and then you can switch, you can respec into this build whenever you got the. First of all, you need a decently high level character, like probably 85 at the minimum, to start playing, especially with bad gear. And then second, you kind of need some core items that is required for the build to even function in the first place. So what are the core items? They are, in this case, Valerium, Wraithlord, and then also Blood Notch and Immutable Force here. Right, so you need those items in order for the build to function. This is a old character from Affliction, so I do have some crazy shit. However, this doesn't really affect the damage of the build anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, what I also want to update is I did not change the gear from the previous video whatsoever. Not at all. Not a single change. The only thing that I am switching out is, before in that video I tried to see if Detonating Death of Scavenging, that is my kid on the background, Detonating Death of Scavenging is going to be any helpful. Apparently it is not. It is pretty good in like mapping and scenarios like a ultimatum or basically any other content. However, in this particular case, if you see here in this situation where you solo Cosis, for example, this gem is absolutely useless because it only can detonate the corpses of an enemy, which just run out, and you cannot really do any extra damage. And I fix by simply change to a body swap of Sacrifice. It is currently linked to Cosmic Stun, Element of Focus, and 5N, and just on a 4 link, just randomly. My son is going through a period of random shout. As you can see, that is wave 29. Probably we will see another Cosis in the 30 here. Pretty sure. And just by basically adding this single gem to the setup, we are suddenly not having a 15 minutes fight anymore. We are having a much better damage overall. And yeah, let's see here. I will not even try to move to Cosis, right? Let me just truly do not do anything here. Okay. Let's see how much does one phase do to the Cosis. In the previous video, in the first phase, right, all the damage that you deal is like just a tiny bit, probably like 1 or 2% of the health. Now you actually deals like 20% of, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more sometimes, I don't know. The thing is, you are not going to have a long fight. You are going to have enough damage to deal with Cosis in an AFK fashion, basically. Actually, you can further improve the damage a little bit for this particular setup. So I am considering trying to do it as a duelist, and to be specific, either a... No, it actually has to be a champion. There's a couple of things in a champion that is actually very good and I would like to have. First of all, Fortify now take only 2 points, even though it got reduced in power. But that is flat 15% reduced damage, which is already very good. Second, we can take the 100% taunt Ascendancy. So all the spells that we cast, for example, in this case here, as you can see, I leave out one single socket over here. It is probably going to be Tornado of Elemental Turbulence. The reason why is it's a duration skill. It seek out the enemy and it cover a very large area. So the tornado will be hitting the enemy constantly and they will be taunted to attack our character with the taunt Ascendancy from the champion. Then, of course, we can take taunted enemy, takes 20% more damage. That is applying to both the minion, which is the Dark Marionette that I'm having here, and also applying to the Body Swap Sacrifice, which is the skill that we are going to be dealing the main amount of damage. So it is going to be working out well, I think. Also, we can potentially get something like the Adrenaline Ascendancy. If we want the Adrenaline Ascendancy, we kind of need to use a Life Flask. I might not like it. Maybe we can do the Aura Ascendancy. Should be something useful. I mean, we do not use a lot of auras right now, but yeah, maybe it is useful. I'm not sure. Anyway, that is something that I can do. However, that also means that the traveling path will have this whole section be like completely useless. I kind of need to have blood magic. Also, I kind of need to have the agnostic. I kind of need to have this one for one specter. I kind of need to have the minion instability as well, and I kind of need to have the shade. So I think probably the jugg will still be the final setup. Why not Chieftain? Well, Chieftain is, I would say, in the end game, less stable, less reliable than the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut is universally more tanky, is what I mean. So yeah, and also, by the way, I just tweaked the setup a little bit. I just removed this one 8% elemental resistant point from the passive, as someone pointed out in the comment early on in the previous video that I have. And suddenly, you can see here, these specters are dying much quicker. You can see I barely, actually I never reached 6, I think. Right, so they die very quickly. You know what, let me actually show you a map run as well. Nothing fancy, let's just run a Guardian map, right? Let me actually put on a speed blast something just to save time, by the way. Just to save some time. Should I run tier 17? Tier 17, I don't think it is going to be. I don't want to spend time to roll the map, basically. So let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, this one. Chimera. Chimera is actually not a good boss because he has phases. But let's just do it, right? Tornado, Elemental Turbulence. I think I do have one here. I think I do have a Tornado gem somewhere in here. Let's see, where's the tap gems? Okay, gems here. Tornado, Elemental Turbulence. There we go. Even though right now it technically doesn't do anything. What it does is hinder, I think, is the only thing that it's doing. Right. Let's simulate the actual feel of the character. Where it? Oh yeah, I need a flask. I need a flask. Here is a movement speed flask. That's cool. Let's just do this one. Let's check if, okay, I am way over cap resistances. Let's just run a random one, right? Oh, no Atlas skill tree. No, screw it. Let's just run, just basically to see the feel of the build while clearing through maps, basically. Probably while running map, I would like the phasing flask over here, right? Because we can just run through the mobs, because technically the monsters are lagging behind a little. We can improve the speed with one ring over here. You can have like minion ring, minion speed. The +1 endurance charges is going to be very, very strong. However, remember, we are on the character in the previous version, in the 3.24. The endurance charges that I'm having here is 10, but they are nowhere near as powerful as what we are going to have in the next patch. So it's just going to be better. Basically, the map run is just going to be like this. Just basically run around. Occasionally, you will be, delaying a little bit because you are body swap or sacrificing. But the good thing is, it is going to just target the minion that is very close to you. And all the minions are not lagging too far behind you anyway. So if you blinked, it is not going to be a large distance. It's not going to be like completely uncontrollable like when we play, like, for example, Flicker Strike. This skill, the body swap of sacrifice, it actually just target a near the closest minion, basically. Okay. Hi. Guardian of the Chimera. Basically, every boss is going to be like probably the same like this. The gear is kind of insane, but this, if you think about it, beside the actual +1 maximum endurance charge implicit, it is completely useless. This is not completely useless, I have to say, but again, remember, we already AFK wave 30 Simulacrum and die like once or twice when we don't have any Ascendancy node. And I also previously, in the previous league, I also have a video of me AFKing in the Simulacrum without mageblood. It's not that hard. It's not actually that hard. Don't worry. Okay, we need to find this guy. This guy is very annoying to fight, right? But for mapping, it's not a mapper, a good, fast, efficient mapping character. But it is built to do something that is very, very specific, which is to stay all day in the Simulacrum. Or, sometimes you get to the map, you can AFK in Ultimatum, you can AFK within a ritual. You can also AFK in a Blight as well. Just stand in the middle. Nothing will be able to get to the Blight, because the minions will going to seek out the monster when they comes near. They're going to explode, and they're going to kill everything. Right? Let me find Mr. Where are you? Okay, this is a little bit annoying. Where is he? Where are you? There you go. Yeah, this is not a good showcase. This map is dog shit. This map is absolutely dog shit for this one. Anyway, I think I got the point. The point of this video is the damage is not something you need to worry about. And again, I cannot stress it enough. This is not a league starter build by any means. Please do not league start as this one. You are going to have a miserable time. Just league start as Pox Stretches Fire. Still my #1 recommendation to switch later into this build, because the passive skill tree is somewhat close. If you want to try something that is buff, sure, go melee and do some kind of slam or something like that. Maybe like Bone Shatter Jump is still going to be strong. Just do things like that, right? Do not start the league as this build. This build is for a specific kind of farming content, and you want to do it like repeatedly only. You don't want to like try to do all the content in the game with it. You can do it, however, it's not going to be efficient. It's not going to feel good overall. So anyway, that is everything I have for this video. So please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Sorry for all the background noises. At this hour, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, peace.